Hello everybody, this is Bench85. Welcome back to another episode of FS19 Ultra Realism. It is early summer and we gotta get these oats off. We need the straw. We need to ship it over there. Seeing how much straw is on the ground, I'm starting to wonder if we have anywhere near enough straw for what we're gonna be using here, but I don't know. We'll have to figure this out as we go. Obviously we have the ability to plant a lot more as we go forward here, if that's what we need to do. We also have some fields that we could purchase, which I will probably do, just that we are better off. I have to do it early because otherwise we're going to run out of, make that term, we're going to run out of time and they're going to harvest it themselves. So what I'm looking at here, obviously this one is beneficial because it gets us another hayfield. So I've been considering that one. This would be quite the field to pick up here. It's $1 million to buy it. But man, would that be a lot of oats. Be a whole lot of field to work too. This one's by itself too. I think we're gonna have to go way into debt to make this all work. But just looking at this, we're not gonna have enough straw. I don't think we should get the big field. I think we should get the one with the hay field. Gives us a little more straw to work with. But we'll see how that goes. I gotta finish harvesting these. The weather actually changed. It's gonna be dry all of today. Pretty much dry for the next 4 days, so we can get a lot of stuff done here, which I'm excited about. And we're also gonna be moving animals at some point here, so that's the other thing we need money for. So we need to finish setting up the mixer over there. So there's a whole lot of little things going on here. Oh, I missed a spot. I was worried about that because of that crest in the hill right here. We can come back and get that. So we'll see how quickly our yep, we missed a little bit again too. We will see how many bales of straw we get. If we can get a decent amount, I'll be content. And honestly, this is mostly for just mixing into the feed. We can utilize other bales for bedding if we need to. Like, we've got a lot of soybeans over by us, so we can run soybean bales if we need to. They're easy enough to work with, so that's always an option. So we'll just kind of play it by ear and see how things work out. It's going to be possibly a difficult first season of getting these farms up and going before we get a pretty good handle of what we're going to need. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. And that's the last little bit of straw here. Not gonna quite make a bale. I'll kick this one out. And we officially have made 58 plus 30 more, so we got 88 bales. That's a lot of straw bales to pick up. What to do. How much are those fields worth? 200,000 and 523. $725,000. I'm gonna have to think about this a bit. Alright, well, after some thought, I did it. We now owe $1 million again. But I want to purchase this field. It's decent, and I want to purchase this field. This is a good field. Plus, because of how this is going to work out, if I go here, this field's going to cut across. We can straighten this field out a little bit. Basically, this field's going to end here. This field's going to cut across here, and then we've got another hay field. It gives us some room to work. And I think, oh, it is that. I thought it was just that little bit right there. And that's got a whole lot of stuff there. Oh, that's only worth, and it's got this field. Oh, we don't have enough. That would give us a whole lot of trees to work with again. Honestly, this one would be really nice to get. I think we're gonna look at getting that for this next winter, because we can just take trees from here and just take them straight into the sawmill. Plus, you know, we can try to get our goal of buying the entire map like we've done in the past. So that we'll have to think about. But because of that... Oh, actually, we need him running still. We gotta empty the combine. We've got a little bit of oats left in it. I gotta get the grain... I was gonna say grain bin, but that's a grain bin. Gravity boxes over here. And we're gonna have to start combining again. At least this way we'll get more straw. We'll be definitely better off. Because I'd like to have 100 straw set aside. Straw bales. If we have that, I think we'll be just fine. We won't have to worry for the first year. And we'll just have to plan accordingly for next year. Luckily we got some more land, so we have a little bit more to work with. And we'll have to make some adjustments with the chisel plow coming up here. But that'll be more for the fall. We'll pull this ahead over here. We'll dump it into the second wagon, because if you have more weight in the back wagon, bad things happen. And I've just been selling this right away. Just because we need the money. I mean, look at, we're $1 million in debt right now. We're probably going to go higher into debt because we got to get some cows so that we can start producing milk. Because it takes them a little bit to get going because they have to calve out. So that's going to be the plan, I guess. Weather looks good, so I can leave the bales laying overnight and I'll pick them up tomorrow. And then we should have our harvest stuff done. And we can plan on moving the cows here pretty darn soon. So I think I'll catch you guys later on for probably moving cows. And when we do that, we're also going to have to build the mixer and get that stuff going. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Well, here's the first of our straw, and unfortunately, overnight it decided to rain for a little bit, so, I don't know if it'll show it. Probably not, because they're in here. They're like 3,700 units instead of, 4,000, which is really unfortunate. But we have enough here to get this mixer going. I'm trying to decide how we want to place this. I think we for sure I have it facing like so. The real question is, if it says it does it to the closest one, so if we place it as such, seems kind of cool. Straw, silage, all mixed together. Goes into here, comes out of here. So if we go here, status would be disabled, auto start on. So it can have 100,000 units of each plus 200,000 units of silage. Well, let's see about putting this stuff in here. How does it specify, while it's doing this, specify what's what? Well, I can kind of see from here. So hay, looks like straws in the middle. Yep. So let's see about dropping all of this straw here, and I really hope that bales will just automatically go in. So if we drop this here, oh, look at that. Full of straw. Alright, so let's come over here. Let's grab 10 bales of hay for now. We'll pick it up with this guy. I just want to get it processing at first. I want to see how it all works. It's actually a really quick way to move stuff around. We may end up using this for loading these units, especially if it auto feeds. That's going to be so nice. Alright, that's 6 of them. I don't have anything over here right now that'll grab silage. I don't have a lot of it anyways, until we move everything over. Because we've got 200,000 units in that bag that we're going to move over. But basically I'm at this point here where we get the mixer going, I can start moving animals over. And we still got another field of hay to bale now because we just bought that. All the grain crops are off. I thought that was the grass one. Shouldn't the hay be going into there? It's hay, fill type hay. Maybe there's something that needs to be adjusted for that. That concerns me. Well, for the moment... Oh, does it have something to do with the seasons mod? I really hope not. Oh, I didn't need to get out of the tractor. I wanted to grab a little bit of the silage here, bring it over there. But I guess it doesn't really matter at the moment, because obviously the bales aren't going in. Or maybe I got them on the wrong pad. We'll find out here. No, silage goes into there. Oh, it's got the little icons there. So we've got 60,000 units. We've got no hay. Alright, I'm gonna have to look into it here. That's not good. Well, that looks better, doesn't it? We got hay in there, we got straw in there, we got a little bit of silage. It's all fixed, guys. So I had to go into the actual mod itself, into the editing file for the mixer, and honestly I was looking over it, I couldn't find anything wrong with it. To me, the coding for it all made sense. And then I realized there was one little syntax error. When it comes to hay bales, the game treats them as dry grass, basically. Well, the code line in it said dry grass, all no caps. The proper term, the proper method of signifying a hay bale is dry, lowercase, so DRY, lowercase, capital G, lowercase RASS. The G was not capitalized. I changed the G, and everything started working. But of course, I was working off of an edited version, and that kind of broke a bunch of the textures and stuff, so things weren't working. So once I knew that the actual hay was working, I had to go back in and change the title, or change my folder hierarchy, and we got everything back. I knew it was correct I knew it wasn't correct until, the unit actually showed back up. Because for a while there, the mixer wasn't actually showing up. It wasn't ideal. So what we're missing over there is silage. We can't get the plant running until we have silage. And we can't move the cows over there until we have silage. Which means this nice little shed here is going to have to get sold. I don't think there's anybody on this tractor. Nope. So we have to empty out. I'm just going to make it easy. Empty out this bin into the big wagon. Bring it over there. Alright, we'll make it easy. Shed's in the way. We'll sell the shed. Nope, those are dairy farms. There it is. Oh, look at that. It's not in the way anymore. And we have money again. At least a little bit. We're really low on money. Right about there, right? Perfect. See, I'm getting better at this. So it filled the auger. We should be able to bring this guy right alongside and fill her up. If I drove close enough. Oh. Here we go. So, yeah, we'll just dump this straight into the mixer. We'll get the mixer going. And then it's going to be a really fine line because these guys are running out of items. And it's going to be really bad if we don't have anywhere for them to go before they run out of food here. So basically this load right here will be enough to get it going because this is 59,000. There's another 3 more loads after this. I don't know how much I'll actually make it into the mixer. I may end up adjusting the percentages. Right now I believe it's set up where 50% goes into silage, 30% is hay, and 20% is straw. Which is a pretty normal mix. Normally I would go 50% of whatever hay I put in would go into straw. So let's say I put 30% hay and 15% would be straw, and then 55% would be silage. So that's the normal mix I would usually run, or try to run. A little heavier on the silage because it's a little easier to work with, but hopefully the mixer will make things easy regardless. I hope. I also would like to get these fields planted a little bit. I want to put something on them. I haven't decided what I want to do, if I want to put something down that I can chop for silage. I don't know, my concern is how much silage do I have, as well as how much hay. I also have that hay field to do. There's so much to do. I'm gonna look at the forecast here, figure out when the rain's coming. I don't think it's supposed to rain tonight. I don't think it's supposed to rain tomorrow. I will have to double check. But if that's the case, we should probably cut hay today. Get the hay on the ground so that it can dry, because we're going to bale it into hay bales. Because we need hay bales. I always think that's like a giant slab of like a log. But it's a hay bale. Straw bale, one of the sorts. It's going to be sad not to see cows here. And we're probably going to have to put boots down over there so that whoever's over at the farm, at the main dairy farm, can also sleep the night away over there. Honestly, most of our equipment will probably end up moving over here. We'll put some big machine sheds in somewhere over here and utilize that for equipment. It makes more sense than to try to keep it in two spots on the map. We can get around the map relatively quickly, so it's not a big deal. Could use a better tractor, apparently. Needs a little more power. The trailer's a little big for what the tractor's capable of. The other plus side to storing all of our silage in the upright silo is it'll actually give us an amount of how much silage we have available to us. How much is stored, because it actually counts as that's a weird graphical glitch. It counts as a silo for holding on to stuff. We should be able to come here. So start overloading. So it's going to start dumping into here. Perfect. Pile's getting bigger. So we are going to start this up. It says 5,000 liters per hour, but I think it actually does 10,000. We'll have to see. But that at least gets us going, right? So we'll have to monitor it, and we'll see. To do it unit by unit. So if we go here, yeah, there's nothing in the TMR. So we'll have to watch that. But I need to take this. Actually, we're going to leave this wagon over here for now. I got to grab the cattle trailer, and I think we're going to start bringing animals over. And that's going to take a lot of trips. So I will keep you guys apprised of the situation. Oh, I just heard it. Did it go in? Oh, it went in. Look at that. Auto feeding. Oh, that's so awesome. It's going to get this health boosted up. We also need to get straw bedding in there at some point here. But let's move all the animals first before those over there run out of food, because we now have a source of food coming in. So I'll keep you guys apprised of what's going on. Well, that took a whole lot longer than I was expecting. The entire day is almost gone here. This is the last load of animals. There's 11 or 12 spots full on this wagon, or this trailer, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna miss. I've yet to check the forecast. Oh, I had it and then I wasn't watching my time. There we go. So if we look now, we have zeros and we have 215 in here. Mixed ration's still going up. I have to put some more water in. Actually, I should probably shut that gate. And to be honest, this trailer can go back where it was. So if our goal is 2,000 animals, or roughly, I haven't decided. These take up a lot of space, so it might be like 1,500 instead of 2,000, but you know, I'm still hoping for 2,000. But if that's the case, we've got over 10% there because we've got 200 of them. I have to check feed-wise. I think the mixer's still running. Yep, it's still running. Let's use 2 bales worth, so went from 48 to 40,000. There's a little bit of that, a little bit of that. Silage is going to be the biggest amount, so she's working great. I don't know. I do have somebody in the house, but they're stuck again. I keep forgetting to leave, or not leave. I keep forgetting to take them out of the house when I log out. So that's my bad. So the goal is we keep that mixer fed. It's going to catch up here. It should be producing more food than what is needed. And then so at some point this will fill up. And then it's got a 200,000 unit buffer that'll fill of TMR. And then beyond that it'll just keep filling. So basically I could backlog like 500,000 units if you think about it, kind of. Or like 400,000 units of TMR. Which at this point that's like a third of the food needed per year. So if I get her filled up, we don't have to touch it for a long time. There's probably TMR in there. I should take that over there. I actually don't need that anymore. We'll sell the truck once I bring the TMR stuff over there. Oh yeah, we got like 17,000 units in there. Interesting. What was I going for? Yes, the mower. I'm gonna go cut that field before nighttime falls. But it is time to wrap up this episode because I think we're at pretty darn close to 30 minutes here. I've got a lot of work to do. I've got hay that I need to cut. I'm gonna probably drive here. I've got bales to pick up. I've got straw to bale. I've got hay that I'm gonna have to bale. It's the very busy summertime, and then I'll slow down for a day or so, and then it'll just get busy right away again. So I think some of our crops are going to be available here pretty quick. So yeah, with that, we've got all of our animals moved over. We're just going to continue working on them over there, and until next time, as always guys, take it easy.